assignment. And graphic designers get compensated very well for coming up with very clever slogans that tie in with. And when you read the rubric, the requirements are you have to take the words plug into, and then you finish it. And it could be a sentence, 1 word, 2, 3 words. And you have to have images that support what you're trying to say. Also, we're going to be putting a tool line in. Click this off, you can see I put the tool line in. And we'll be stacking layers. Look how it's behind the strawberry. And then also, this plug was not red, this was brown. And we're going to introduce us to a really exciting tool called Color Replacement Tool. And I chose to make it red. And we put some letters with some shadows. So it would be beneficial if you watch the video on rules of third on how to make a grid. It would also be beneficial if you watch the video on refine edge. But we'll do a really, really quick review. So I'm going to close this. Here's my plug that I've already isolated. I'm going to go to my strawberry right here, and we take the quick selection tool, and you start over here. Basically, I dragged it along the strawberry to get the edges. It's not perfect right here, not to worry. And now we hit refine edge. And you hit smart radius. Because my object's on white, I can really go far to the right. Watch the detail it's going to get on the strawberry. It's pretty great. And then I'm going to hit decontaminate colors and place this on 10. 10 is always a good number to use. It doesn't have to be exact. That would be fine. Go 10. And now we want this new document with layer mask down here. And we're going to hit OK. Processing. And you can see that the strawberry is perfectly lined up on a background where it's just taken all the great detail. But if you look, yeah, that even looks good there with the checkers. If not, we go to the mask, as you remember, and you use a brush. If you use black, and we're on the mask, we're on the brush. Brush a little bit bigger. Black takes away, and white fills in. So that's good. This is the original strawberry we started with. So I can close this. There's my strawberry. Get an extra strawberry. This way. And here's our brown plug, which will be changing the color. These images are 300 dpi, 8 by 10. So we will go to File, New, 300, 8 by 10. And for the grid, for the rules of third, I don't want the background to be white, but I want it to be transparent. That way it won't show. And we're going to hit OK. Bring this down. And why don't we see what happens if we hit Command H. We already went in the preference box and we set this up. Here's my grid, but I want to make it thicker so I can see it. And if you remember, all we have to do is take the pencil tool right there. I've got black. I've got this set on 27 thickness. You can choose what you want to do here, color, or also the thickness. Touch here. And remember, we come down and touch shift. It's a nice straight line. Come over. Now you hit shift. So let go of shift. Here. Come over. There's shift. So that's a nice grid that we'll be able to use in a second. So what we want to do now is go File, New. We're going to make a new document. But here, I don't want it on transparent. I want it to be on white. by 8, 300 DPI. I'm going to hit OK. And this is RGB. If you had it here, the grayscale, the image wanted to go grayscale. We want this to be a full color to take advantage of color. Here's my background. And now it's just a matter of dragging my pieces on. So let's come up here. Let's drag the plug on. And we'll just go strawberry. And there's my strawberry. And I'd like to make some more room, so I'll put this away. And I'll put this away. And I want to drag my grid on. Bring this down.
Okay, everybody, picture for the tree timer set. Ready?
For slug and
Here's
strawberry.
why I thought getting rid of this stuff would be a huge mistake.
Oh.
Nice try. You still have a 6 weeks allowance.
And fireworks.
How could you screw this up?
What?
Right. There's our grid. And this is our friend, slug and strawberry, hiding from us and behind. So we're going to take the move tool, have this auto select checked off, and carefully drag this on. There you go. And I want to line this up. And I already have grid marks on there for my preferences. And now it's just a matter of lining them up. But I like this, but certainly it's darker and I can see it better. I can now hit Command H, and that disappears. Well, now we have a puzzle. And we want to make a design. So I'm going to take the move tool again. The move tool, I have auto select selected. So when I touch on this layer, all three are highlighted, so we don't want that. Let's try it again. Let's go here. There's our plug. They're all running the problems with Photoshop. But you just need to sit back and analyze it. So I'm glad I had some difficulties here. Because I've been doing this a long time. And moral of the story is get frustrated. Okay, let's go to the plug layer. Whoops. Plug layer. We're going to put this off to the side. It's primarily about the strawberry. I'll go to the strawberry layer. And rules a third. Obviously, we don't want it in the center. I could have it up here if I wanted. But I like this stem, and I want to show the stem. I can turn it upside down and invert it. Let the stem come up here. And you can play around with the design. I can put it down here. Certainly coming in one of the third sections. It's intersecting here. Maybe even more of an intersection. And now I'm going to go to my plug layer. And there are a lot of options. I'll have the plug coming straight down. Though, you know, what can I do? Again, one image can be done so many different ways. What would happen if we put it up here? When we went to edit, let's take a look. Transform. And we flipped it vertically. And now we go edit, transform. Flip it horizontally. I could have a strawberry up here, but then we have some problems here. I could run it off the page. And I could have the plug coming up here. But I'm going to play it safe and put the strawberry back where it belongs. Sitting the other side around. I could go to the history panel. Bring this up. And just go back. Flip. But please play with the object, with your design. Again, it's like a puzzle. I'm going to place it here, but I am going to flip it because I don't want to lose the stem going off the page. So we'll go Edit, Transform, and I'm going to go to Flip Horizontally. Yeah, I like that. And it's intersecting the object third and over third. This is a very important area. I'm going to take the plug and I'm going to go back to Transform. Just transform a lot. We're going to go to Rotate. We'll be learning all these. Here's Rotate. We're going to rotate this so the plug coming straight down into the strawberry. But the plug right now is bigger than the strawberry, and for me this is more about the strawberry. So once you're in Transform, you can right click. I'm going to go to Scale, hold the Shift key, and if I go straight in, I can make it smaller. I can make that plug any size I want. This is a problem coming off the page, so let's see what we could do. We could skew. You can sort of stretch it if you wanted. There's warp, which is fun, but I don't want to distort this too much. If it's distorted too much, I think it'll take the attention away from what I'm trying to say. Plug in to help. Okay, and let's hit Apply. Take a look at it. Just a little bit of processing. That's pretty good. That's fine for now for what we're doing. So I've got the plug. I've got the strawberry. It's in rules of third. It's on this section. I don't like the brown color, so this is where I'm going to use the eyedropper. And the eyedropper tool is third tool down. I can pick red, and now if I pick green, red is on the bottom and green is a new color. Let's pick a nice bright red, and you can see it changes over here. And this will be our introduction to the color replacement tool. Brush, pencil, right here. Color replacement tool. It's a pretty neat tool. Basically, you color in. And because it's on its own layer, I can just be real quick about it. And it won't go in the background. You'll do a better job than me. I like that. I should have enlarged that so I could go a little bit neater. So I got red, I got green. Okay, what if I took the tool here, got a green, and now took the color replacement tool, and just made some highlights here. So the plug looked a little bit green. So we'll tie together with the fruit. We're running low on our value. We'll see how far we can go with this. I don't like looking into the shadow, so I'm going to go Edit, Transform, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. That's not bad, but you're the artist, you'll make your own design. And now all I have to do is go to the Text tool, and we'll go Plug, if you don't want it to be green, a lot of graphic designers will only use black. That's not a problem. Come up here, black. And I worked through this before. Gee, there's so many fonts up here that you can go through. Please play around and find the font that you think will go along with what objects that you're choosing. I'm going to go along with this one. And you can make it bigger, smaller, and I'm going to move, doing the rules of third along this horizon line, just like that. And I could go to layer. I could go to, let's find a shadow. Layer style, drop shadow. Make those letters stick out a little bit by putting a shadow in there. And then you can fade this out. And just play and check off what you see is what you get. Let's go up to stroke. And let's double click this. Change the color. What would red look like? Or green. Let's try a little green. Hit OK. So once you check one of these, you can double click and like customize it. So we'll leave it like that. And we'll take off the grid. Pretty good. Objects are floating about, so this is what we're going to do real quick. We're going to come down and activate Photoshop. I'm going to come up to the top layer and I'm going to touch on this, which is to make a new layer. Go to new layer, come over here to the rectangular marquee tool. I want this to be on normal, not fixed and not fixed size. We'll be doing that later. And I'm just going to sort of frame this. And you could try this many different times. See what you like. And now we're just going to do a quick line around it. Edit stroke. You go outside, center, or inside along these ants. I'll go on the outside. And we'll change the color to black. We'll try red. Let's try red. And we'll hit OK. And we can hit Command H. Goes red. And if I want it, I can take this and stack the layer. Watch what happens when I bring it down. The line goes behind it, which is pretty good. And again, here is my grid. And this is your project. I think a black line may have worked better. And looking forward to your work. You want to do 2 of these, and go ahead and read the rubric. Have fun. Thanks for listening.